Welcome back to, I think, Arkham Asylum. We'll find out. I don't like the black bars on the top and bottom of the screen here. I'm just noticing that. It's just... There have been other games that have done this too. I didn't like it when Evil Within did it. That was a whole other debacle. It's just bad framing. Doesn't improve the framing here at all. Okay, let's just look at everything.
My blood? God, I hope it's mine.
It's not.
Arkham Asylum. This can't be happening.
Putting a prisoner in a room with a wooden chair that they can break, especially if you believe they're prone to violent outbursts, is a terrible idea. That looks like it'd be really easy to break.
Looks like someone was angry. Lovely.
I mean, I'm kind of guessing it was... No, I would guess it was you because of the broken tiles still being on the floor, but clearly they care so little about this place that just leaving broken tiles on the floor is probably normal. Okay. Open? Really? Alright, well. I guess I'll be a good boy and put my jumpsuit on.
Real.
I am kind of digging the 5 o'clock shadow on him. Like, it's well done. Oh, it's interesting. He's got that fuzzy...
Better be decent. You settled? Good. Anything you need? Water, piss, rat poison? I've been asked for rope before. Not really allowed to give it out. Of course, I could make an exception for you.
Really? Is that because of my parents? Why am I here? I want my lawyer, don't mess with me. None of these feel good.
You can tell me why I'm in Arkham Asylum for a start.
What, rich boy doesn't remember? Oswald Cobblepot? You beat him to a bloody pulp.
Okay, so I really did beat him that hard.
Landed you here. Any of this ringing a bell?
Buddy, do you see the huge blue veins on my left arm? Right arm? Do you not think that's... Really? Really?
As you were.
I'm gonna beat the shit out of these dudes.
You look just like him. Your father ever tell you about me? How he sent me here? Left me to rot in this goddamn hellhole? Somebody's gotta pay for that.
I don't know, buddy. You seem a little prone to violence.
I want your daddy to see what I do to you.
You really don't want to do this.
You don't know a damn thing about me, Wayne.
And you don't know a damn thing about me either. Hey, Bruce, why'd you let him do that to you? Why are you letting this happen, Bruce? You're better than this. Bruce, why are you letting this happen?
The welcoming committee has really gone downhill around here, hasn't it?
Is that Joker?
Rude, churlish, not nice. How do you like it? You are pathetic.
That sounds like a Joker type voice. Oh, it's totally Joker. Don't even have to see the front of his face.
Buddy. Oh, buddy. Are you okay? You don't look so grand. More like the opposite.
Does it look like I'm okay?
That's not what I said, but okay.
Not one bit.
What is going on in here?
It's like I told you, Doctor. These creeps were attacking the new guy.
Well, who did that? Was it you?
Of course not. It was mostly over by the time I got in. The new guy's tougher than he looks. Right, buddy?
Bruce, is that really what happened?
Go on, tell her.
I don't really know what happened. This is all a blur.
Seems like you could have experienced another psychotic episode. We'll need to keep an eye on that.
I'm sure you were going to
Everybody
anyway.
that was here before took money from these men and let them into my room. He gave them a taser.
I knew that you coming to Arkham could cause some excitement, but I didn't expect it to happen so fast.
Where is the taser?
I'll do my best to keep you safe, but I need you to be careful.
Us nice guys gotta stick together. Am I right?
Come to me if anything happens.
Thank you. I appreciate the effort.
I'm glad you're so understanding after what just happened. Good thing help wasn't far away.
Hey, I'm just looking out for the new guy.
I'm Dr. Joan Leland, by the way, head of psychiatry. I'll be overseeing your case personally. We'll get you transferred to a new room, Bruce, one that doesn't have your blood all over it. For now, follow me.
I'm sorry, I don't think I ever got your name.
Me?
He's never given his name out to anybody.
What?
You just call him John Doe.
Bingo.
He seems nice. Honestly, though, like, I mean, without knowing his other motivations or making presumptions about them based on who he is,
He's been with
like,
us for quite some time. I'm sure he'd be willing to show you around. Right, John?
Oh, yeah.
like violent tendencies and a little bit like a little bit strange in his behavior, but that's
There's too many white tiles.
but who doesn't fit that description in here?
You know, Doc, our last session was so enlightening.
That's good to hear. Your next evaluation is in a few weeks. I'm glad you're starting to understand yourself better.
Oh, every day, Doctor.
Every day.
It does. Okay, so I'm walking real close to this open thing. Yeah.
I want a taste.
Why is this open?
Gotta be more careful, Bruce. Some of these guys bite.
So the question is this Joker is supposed to have been here for a while. If that's the case,
Room, Dr. Leland?
why
How could I forget?
You had
is he putting this on?
play checkers.
How much is he putting this on? Like that was the old thing with the when they created they added what's her name? Wow, it's completely slipping my mind. Harley Quinn, yeah. When they added her to the canon, the whole her whole background was that she was a psychologist who was working with him, and then like slowly got enticed and encouraged by him until she became his like confidant, and then all the other things. So that doesn't. I mean, that's certainly not the case with this doctor. I don't know if there's another.
No, you need to let me go. I have to warn the president. They're trying to kill me. You don't know the president.
They don't like it when you try to use the phone.
Why
That's
is the
because phones are for staff use only. No exceptions.
Stop that guy from trying.
I mean, if they're really only for staff use, then either one, they should be on an internal line, which it's probably like you can just run a party line. Oh my god, I'm so fucking old. I know what a party line is. Do any of you know what a party line is? Christ. So you just run an internal line that's always open to every other device, basically, but doesn't go out anywhere. Or you can have it dial internally, but only internally, because it's easy to wire something like that. But then why is it out in? I don't know. I wonder if that's just for that moment. No, they talked about it too much. That's a setup. That's Chekhov's Chekhov's phone I'm not supposed to use.
I'll come by to check on you two later.
Don't worry about us, Dr. Leland. I'm gonna take good care of you.
Kind of an interesting shot there. Why was that handle so shiny compared to everything else?
Arkham Asylum.
Believe it or not, some of these people are crazy. But everyone's friendly, mostly.
Guardian of Gotham.
I'd watch yourself around those two. Not a big fan of strangers.
That's Zaz and who's... Why can't I remember? The other guy's the puppet guy whose name I can't remember.
Bursts of violence.
Thanks for the heads up. I appreciate you showing me around like this.
I'm a giver. What can I say? I always try to keep an eye out for new guys. Let's see. On the couch, that's St. Louis. Ooh, shh, shh. His favorite show's on. Never misses it. All right, friendo. Commercial break. Get up!
Oh. Okay, he's not so nice.
Here is the remote. One of the orderlies must have taken it. Never fear, though. I'll go ask Leland. She likes me.
It is interesting how they've adapted. Like, he's you know, he's in Arkham, so he doesn't have makeup. Well, presumably doesn't have makeup and hair dye. Maybe he does. But like, he's still like a realistic enough design. I appreciate the way they've modeled his head. That he is very recognizably Joker-ish, mirroring a lot of the stylistic elements from a lot of different Jokers over the years, but still looks like a totally reasonable, normal human being. Like, he's exceedingly pale, and he's got a very exaggerated jawline, but they're pretty normal. He doesn't look silly.
Almost forgot. Here.
What is this?
Okay. Billy likes to go around in circles.
That's the way the cookie crumbles.
Okay, so the key was allowing me to let myself out when I want to.
Solve the cookie riddle, not you. Sorry. It's just
I don't know what I'm knocking for, but
Hey, I was wondering about...
It's not lunch yet.
Well, actually, I
And it's
wasn't...
not time for meds either. Beat it.
then why did you even come answer? Also, why is the window open? That seems like a huge danger with no attendant there. Oh, wait. Oh, I didn't want to do that.
Not the right key for
Okay.
this.
That doesn't look like the right place for the key either. Can I get caught trying this? The camera's right over my shoulder. Okay, I can't interact with the TV. I don't know why he told me to go away like that. Or why Joker told the guy to go away like that. If I wasn't going to interact with the TV.
You got a bad case of the mind knives. I can tell. Just shove off, all right? No mind knives for me. I already got my shots.
Yeah, fair enough, dude. Sure. Oh.
Hey there.
He's already back.
buddy. You missed me? I missed you.
What have you got? Oh, you got the remote.
However, the threat remains. The children of Arkham are still out there, and I will not rest until these streets are safe and firmly under my control.
And
never anything good on, is there?
Lewis.
Where am I? Weird. I wasn't. Okay, Victor Zaz. Yeah, that was Zaz like I thought. Buddy, you're in my way. And then what's the other guy? The other guy's here. Arnold Wesker. Why? Hold on. Who? The ventriloquist. Okay. Yeah, I don't, not one of the more popular characters. I know him by, I don't know if I've ever read a comic with him in it. But I've seen him in a few things. Has he been in any of them? I don't think he's been in any of the movies ever either. Hold on. Oh, why are you doing this? I hate the internet. I love captchas. My favorite thing. Oh my god. Okay, fuck it. Never mind. Can't get it.
I'm not really crazy, you know, in case you were wondering.
Well, don't worry. I'm not crazy either.
Yeah, right. You wouldn't be here if you weren't.
That's some logic there, Lewis.
Sure.
Laughter makes you smile, huh? Oh, yeah, yeah.
Batman really did a number on this guy. Just let him be.
The orderly's telling me to leave him alone? Wait, where'd he go? Give key. Interesting. Oh, that... I don't think his butt was supposed to work like that. You saw that animation? Why am I stuck? What is going on? All right. Should I talk to... It feels silly not to talk to them.
Hello.
Hello?
Go away. Arnold's busy. I swear, if you bother him, I will gut you.
Yeah, I don't think I need to ask him any of these things. Shall I get fresh with Zaz and see if he stabs me? Buddy. Really? You're just gonna block... You move so fast and you take up so much fucking... Oh, I didn't...
He cheats. Every time. He cheats. Sees what I'm thinking. Mind control. Cheater.
I told you, if I could read minds, I certainly wouldn't waste my time on yours.
Most sane Zaz comment.
Bruce Wayne, you've got quite a reputation around here. Taking your enemies out to stay on top. I like your style, kid.
Zaz likes me. Yay! Should I ask him any of these things? Yeah, why not?
Guy I walked in here with. What can you tell me about him?
John Doe? A lot of folks are scared of him.
Yeah? And why is that?
Same reason folks are scared of tornadoes. They're chaotic, unpredictable. Not speaking as a professional. I find his work a bit sloppy. But he's certainly enthusiastic, I'll give him that much.
Zaz, why are you so normal and well-spoken? You're like the normalest guy in the room.
Your key didn't work.
Of
course not. That's not how you get out of here.
I mean, I only tried it on one thing.
My enforcement squad has already seen great success. They stopped a massive attack being organized out of a local SkyTrain depot.
Uh-huh.
Politicians usually bore me to tears, but this one has become a lot more interesting lately.
In my Gotham, no one's above the law, including Bruce Wayne.
Aww, he took it personally that I slept with his girlfriend. I mean, fair, but like that's not the reason I'm making fun of him. I'm making fun of him because he's insane.
Double-crossing two-faced. I thought you and the mayor were friends. I mean, you were supporting his campaign. I saw all sorts of photos of the two of you together.
Harvey was my friend. I can't believe he's the one who put me here.
Sounds like you need better friends. Slim pickings around here, though.
So is this gonna be a fall of Batman narrative?
Which Mayor Dent announced the creation of a special enforcement squad under his direct command to combat an imminent threat from the children of Arkham.
Rest assured, we will find these terrorists, their stockpile of drugs, and their leader, this Lady Arkham, before they can strike again.
Now, this is good television. Mayor on a rampage versus freaky drug terrorist.
I'm gonna find your drugs.
I'm going to expose your corruption. Oh my God!
It is very melodramatic. He has a point.
Lady Arkham is dangerous. Way more dangerous than you think.
Oh, I know a bit about Lady Arkham. Let me tell you.
Oh, really?
Tragically, there's still no sign of Gotham Gazette reporter
Vicky Vale. That's what
her
it.
mysterious disappearance earlier this week.
Very tricky, Vicky. I think we both know she's quite the lady, right, Bruce?
Wait, you know that Vicky is... Tell me what you know.
You want to find Vicky and her drugs, huh? Get your revenge just like you got your revenge on Cobblepot? Publicly and dramatically. Something entertaining for these newscasters to talk about.
Yeah, maybe.
I'd love to see that.
Well, that all depends on you. If your information is good, we'll see.
I knew I liked you. I've been watching you for a while now, Bruce. And I can tell there's something darker in you.
Yeah, Batman's a very dark character.
Oswald, I could tell you enjoyed it. If those cops hadn't dragged you off of him, that Cobblepot punk would be dead. Oh, come on. I'm not making you uncomfortable.
The fact that he's not having a reaction is very interesting.
Why Vicky hates you.
Because he made really exaggerated faces in some of the other episodes.
Why would my father have the Vales killed?
I never said he killed the Vales. She was born in Arkham. Victoria Arkham.
What?
You didn't know that? The Arkhams did not approve of what your dad and his partners were doing. They were gonna blow the whistle on the whole thing, so your dad, well, pop, pop. Her parents murdered, leaving her with an unquenchable thirst for vengeance. Surely you can relate.
Yeah, it's an interesting parallel.
Tragedy can drive people to do some pretty dark stuff.
I agree. This is really interesting, actually. It's a shame that we are in episode 4 of 5. This should have been the hook at the end of episode 1 or the beginning of episode 2. This has dragged out way too long for what this narrative has been. If you want to get me engaged in a narrative about Batman and his fall, both like personally and professionally and like publicly and emotionally, this is the way in. You hit him with the like the immediate fall from grace. Don't spend a whole bunch of time telling me how Cobblepot's a horrible dude and how like the Lady Arkham and her various goons are doing bad things. Those were all things we went through that weren't really relevant. Even they were just events that were happening. They were bad things happening that we had to deal with. Their relevance to the actual narrative is pretty thin, and at minimum you could have relocated them to the other side of this arc. If you have an arc where after Batman gets poisoned by Lady Arkham, who he doesn't know yet, and he doesn't know why it's happening. Then he ends up in Arkham, which he already knows is bad. He ends up meeting the Joker, who he doesn't know is bad, but he's around a bunch of people he doesn't think he should be around, and maybe he has like a level of arrogance to himself still at this point, which at this point our Bruce Wayne doesn't really seem to so much. If he still has a lot of that arrogance and like it's suddenly, put on the back foot, he's lost. This is his real loss of resources. This is way more impactful to Bruce Wayne's life to be locked inside Arkham than the whole narrative about losing the Wayne Enterprises. Who cares? Like I was saying in the last episode, that is not interesting and it doesn't matter. This is way more interesting. So if he walks out of Arkham at, say, the end of episode 2 with or without the Joker, under whatever circumstances, whether it's a breakout or a release, and then ends up in like the mentality of there being more gray areas and more in tune with the darker side of himself, that part of Batman that is like on the cusp of just killing a lot of people. That's a way more interesting Bruce Wayne / Batman narrative in terms of his personal arc. Like I've been saying this whole time, this is dull by comparison. It doesn't go anywhere until now. And I'm not saying this game is suddenly turning a corner. It could still flop very hard, continue to flop, but like this is engaging. This is a good hook. It just shouldn't be happening in episode fucking 4.
Don't try to make this about me.
What? That you didn't have to say so angry.
It's about you, Bruce. This is all about you. You and Vicky are both dark souls, and now you're heading on a collision course towards each other. That's gotta be fantastic. You see, I know what you really are. And that's why I really want to tell you where Vicky's moved her drugs, but you're not gonna do anything while you're stuck in here.
It would be a really interesting twist on the narrative if instead, interesting place to have a save, rather than having Joker, who's been in and out of hiding or in and out of Gotham or whatever, what like is often the case, or it has been in a lower level like mafia spot like he often is in early narratives in his arc. If instead he's been sequestered inside Arkham, and rather than being like the sort of crazed, chaotic type that he often is, he's more of the mastermind. Like he is often more of a mastermind, and like possibly the Dark Knight is probably the most mastermindy Batman in recent pop culture. But having a mastermind who's like, oh, I already know you're Batman because I spend 8 hours a day in here watching TV, and I made all the connections that nobody else made because they're not as smart as me, because I'm wacky, but also I understand the world through a different lens, and I made those connections.
So, I vote we get you out. How hard can it be? You're Bruce Wayne. The Waynes always get what they want. All it would take is a phone call.
Well, sure, but there's no phone.
Assume I can take care of it.
Who am I gonna call?
it's gonna come at a price. When I get out of here, you're gonna owe me a favor, okay? Just one. Yeah, I don't know what it is yet. But what's one favor between friends?
Sure. One favor, that seems fair.
Excellent. We'll have loads of fun. You'll see.
I mean, what am I going to say? No?
I'm gonna make a distraction to get the guards away from that gate. The rest is up to you.
Is this really so I can make a phone call? Who am I going to call?
And I promise I'll tell you how to find those missing drugs. Hey, Zaz. Hello, Zaz.
What the hell do you want?
Settle a bet. What happens if you make a tally mark before you kill someone?
What are you talking about? Ah! No! No, I don't match him. Oh god, I don't match!
You can fix that right now.
Skin feels like it's itching. Burning! Need to get rid of.
Yeah, so you remember what I was saying about Zaz being the most normal guy in the room? Oops.
Stop! Someone get me a sedative! Run, Brucey! Run!
I'm not going to be stopping the fighting. Like, seriously?
Call security!
Call... Huh? What is this? Use lawyers to get out. That seems like the default option. But shouldn't my lawyers already... Like, Alfred probably should know that I'm in Arkham, right? And he should already be talking to my lawyers? So the question is, are there other options here? I'm probably giving the game too much credit. Are there other options here if you make other decisions in the game? Like, we were fairly buddy-buddy with Gordon, which I think is why he's on the list. But maybe none of it matters and these are always the options. I think the lawyer's option is boring. I think I'm going to pick Gordon just because it's more interesting.
GCPD.
Gordon, it's Bruce Wayne.
Wayne? Aren't you supposed to be in Arkham Asylum?
Listen, Gordon, I haven't lost my mind. I was drugged. The same drug the children of Arkham used on Montoya and Harvey Dent. You get me out of here, and I'm willing to testify.
This might help our case, actually. That makes 3 victims now, and Renee says she's got some new evidence. If you're willing to testify, I think I can get you out of there.
Thanks.
All right, now hang up before you get in trouble. Niceties don't need to be...
Oh, Bruce, I have not had this much fun in ages.
Let me tell you how to find Vicky's stash of missing
This
drugs.
music's really going nuts. So do the Veils have a...
Quickly, come on.
Good luck on the outside, Bruce.
I just know you're gonna put on quite the show.
So why? So suddenly the two doctors were standing there and they're like upset with me and all, right? But I mean, the way I did that, plausible deniability. Like, hey, gate was open. I saw Zaz with a knife. And a riot breaking out. I was scared. I ran in here. I tried to use the phone to call you, but I didn't know how to call you, and that's why I'm here. Like, am I actually in trouble for that? That seems like an easy deflection. Anyway, I guess we'll figure out how this plays out after this. See you guys for that next time.